Derek McInnes is officially the new Rangers manager. Big news, Keith, huge.
Yeah, well, I think we broke the news when we were last in Boston, wasn't it? So was it? It was Saturday.
Yep.
We broke the news that Rangers had made an official approach to open the conversation. I think I said on the show that day, Dan, this was going to get done. All parties wanted it to happen. Well, certainly Derek McInnes did, and certainly Rangers did. As I said to you at the time, he wasn't going to enter into a beauty pageant on it. He wasn't going to put himself up against anybody else. The fact that they wanted to have the official conversations, there was a bit of back channeling on at the weekend, but the fact that it got to that stage told me that it was a short list of one man. Yep. I said to you, I thought it would be done early this week. That's exactly what's happened, and yeah, it's a new start for Rangers, a new start for Andrew Kavanagh. And you know what I think is really important? It sounds like a little thing, but it's not. He's been appointed as Rangers manager. So see this kind of flirtation that they had, the Kevin Thelwell fever dream about Kevin Thelwell's the most important man in the building. The manager can just be called a head coach, men's first team head coach. I've never heard anything as ridiculous in my life. And I think it's significant that after Russell Martin, head coach, Danny Rohl, head coach, Rangers have appointed a manager, and they made quite a big play in the socials, didn't they?
Yep.
They put out, I think, from the stand to the pitch. So basically, a Rangers fan who played for the club, and then they walked up the stairs, the marble staircase, and went to the manager's office. And I think the stressing of that word is really important. And I think that Rangers fans should be delighted about that, because I think it shows. I think it's an admission that Rangers have made mistakes under Andrew Kavanagh. That the initial 6 months to a year has not been great, but they've learned the lessons along the way. And most importantly of all, I think that Walter Smith, who always wanted Derek McInnes to get the job, he'd be pleased. He'd be, I think, quietly thrilled at the fact that he's going in there not just into the role that Walter Smith always felt that Derek McInnes was made for, but he's also going in and given his proper place. The manager's position at Rangers was undervalued by the desperation to use a modern day term. I just think it's really important. I think it's very significant, and I think it shows that Andrew Kavanagh believes he's got a man that he can get behind, that he can trust to make the big decisions. Danny Rohl was a guy that was just filling a space. Derek McInnes will now drive this club. In what direction? Who knows? But I think he'll be excited by it. I know he's excited by it, actually. And I think it's now a question of he'll have given Rangers a list of the players that he feels are required. And it's going to be really interesting over the next few weeks to see who comes in the door and who goes out the door, Scott.
Just on the manager thing, Jacko, I totally agree. And I don't think Derek McInnes would have had it any other way. I think if they'd have put it to him that he was going to be head coach at Rangers and there'll be a recruitment team who
the position's marginalised.
Yeah, a recruitment team supply him with players. I just don't think that would float his boat. Despite the attraction, his boyhood club. So I think that would have been really important to him to be announced as the Rangers manager. I've said for a long time about Rangers and about Celtic, actually. Jacko's right. Both clubs have flirted with this idea of directors of football and head of recruitments and technical directors and head coaches.
And they've all got a part to play. But the managers should always be.
Rangers and Celtic need a man. Rangers and Celtic are unique clubs. Dan, I keep saying it throughout the world. Rangers and Celtic don't operate like normal clubs because of the Glasgow environment, that old firm, Goldfish Bowl. Both of those clubs need really strong leadership for the top, but also in the manager's office. I think I keep saying it, the best managers both clubs have ever had have been that type. And I don't think that's changed, despite the fact, obviously, the game has moved on. No, Rangers need a manager to effectively run the club. And Derek McInnes will do that. He'll want autonomy on most things. I'm not saying he's going to be sorting tickets out for players every weekend, but the big decisions, the big football decisions at the club, will be made by Derek McInnes. I think that's the right way to go, and I think for him, it's the only way he would have taken the job, and I do think it'll prove to be a really good decision by Rangers.
I think what's really important here is where Andrew Kavanagh is on this, because he came in with you know a clean slate and the chance to build Rangers from the top down or the bottom up, however you want to put it. And I think that he's understood, and I think this is really important. I think he's understood the mistakes that were made by backing people that really didn't know what was required at Rangers.
Yep.
And I think he has learned so much in the last 12 months that he's made the assessment. And as you said, Scott, Derek McInnes will drive it, right? And the recruitment team will still be there and they'll still do their thing. But ultimately, these guys were making decisions. As I said months and months ago, how can you have a recruitment department? How can you hope to sign the right players when you actually don't have the first idea of what it is that you're looking for?
Exactly.
If you don't know what you're looking for, how are you going to find it?
Exactly.
But
I
Rangers
don't know what's required.
they now have a guy in charge that understands exactly what is required to pull on that jersey and the pressures and the environment that come with it. I just think it makes so much sense. I mean, look, there's no guarantees. Appointments will always carry an element of risk, but I think this is as close to a no-risk appointment as it was possible for Rangers to make.
I agree.